Hey TikTok, hey Instagram, hey Facebook. I'm here, I've got Cynthia, she's our translator. Dr. Sage Wolf will be coming in the picture in a minute. And we've got my dear friend here. Francisco. Now, okay, I'm gonna ask the questions, you have to speak loud enough.
Yeah.
All right, so, how old's Francisco?
¿Cuántos años tienes?
33.
33.
He's 33 years old, and what happened?
He fell from like 20 meters.
He fell from 20 feet, okay? He was up on a ladder, and he fell down 20 feet.
Correct.
And how long ago was that?
¿Cuánto tiempo fue?
Voy para 2 años.
It's almost 2 years ago.
2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. Now, before I go any further, I want everybody to know something, okay? I live in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, Mexico, and I don't want thanks. I'm not looking for any kudos. I'm not looking for anyone to follow me. But me and Dr. Sage Wolf, my son, we will be doing trainings every 2 weeks that are free in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, and we will be inviting all the Spanish people from Ixtapa and Zihuatanejo and from the area, could be from Mexico City, and we will have a translator, and we will be there to support and to help. And we're not looking for anything from it. We're not looking from, oh my God, you're so amazing. No, because we want to teach something that we better start giving back with our hearts and not looking for anything in return. And I'm not kidding. You know, people can think what they want, but most people don't think. And our mission is to teach people that we have unlimited possibility when we come from the right place. And that's when we become heart smart. And we're not stupid and greedy, selfish, feeding what they call an ego. Nobody has an ego. People just have lack of confidence. There's no such thing as an ego. You ever notice something? Go kill the ego. Go kill the cancer. Go kill the pain. Are you like, is everybody just so brainwashed? So understand something. I'm going to be coming from the most authentic part that I can be, okay? Being this physical being and living in a soup of lies down here. It's a soup of lies. And understand something. Most people are suffering emotionally and mentally and physically. And I'm not upset about it. But I'll tell you what I am going to do, okay? And it is about good and evil, okay? But not to the point that I do it as a religion. People either have beautiful beliefs or they have sick beliefs. Listen, if you get sick all the time, what would you have? What would you have? Sick beliefs. If you're not getting sick all the time, what would that be? If you don't even get sick, well, you don't have sick beliefs. If you're poor on this planet, trust me, you probably have poverty consciousness. We want to show people, such as my beautiful friend here, he comes and looks after the pool here at the 5-star resort where we're at right now. And then Sage is going to be doing a 3-week personal treatment and training on a doctor starting tomorrow. I'm telling you right now, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And that's what we're going to deliver. Because I know, and I already know this, that guess what? They're coming to rattle my cage, and let them try to rattle my cage. We are going to keep on showing that we can show people how to live, and we're going to give. And we're going to give from the heart. I don't need anybody talking about, oh, isn't Dr. Wolf nice? No, I'm not. This is the way we all should be. We should be bloody well trying to treat each other like family, and there'd be no wars. Don't talk to me about peace. Because if you talk about peace, that means that you believe in war. I don't believe in war. So I focus on only what is my stuff. What is that? Mind your own business, Daryl. And what would that be? Unconditional love, unconditional care for myself, and doing it as much as I can for others. Most of you, whether you want to believe it or not, you are not prepared what's going to happen. Emotionally or physically or nutritionally. And understand this. If I wasn't trying to do what I'm trying to do, then what am I even doing here? I'm telling you right now that we're building a big studio, but it's not to make more money. I'm telling you right now we're building a big studio, and it's not to get followers. This studio is to get Braveheart heroes from around the world to train, okay? To train and help people to find their authentic selves. I'm going to do, along with my son Sage and my team, what hasn't been done. And that is embrace the world with as much love as we possibly can. And that which we cannot change, we will mind our own business and leave it alone. The medical system's not broken. The government is not broken. But guess what? I'm going to tell you something. Francisco doesn't have to be broken. And he's got belief systems. And we're going to go and we're going to do non-surgical on him today. And we're going to do cell-sonic. So what happened when he fell off the 20-foot ladder?
So he had 3 surgeries. Three.
3 surgeries.
They took off a piece of his skull.
Okay, so they opened up his skull.
¿Qué más te pasó?
Me quitaron el hueso, 3 meses después me pusieron una placa.
3 months from there, they put like a plate on it.
Oh, so they opened up his skull, and then 3 months later,
They put a plate on it.
then they put a plate on it, okay? All right. How big was the plate?
¿Cómo era de grande?
They removed the temple bone.
10 por 15 centímetros.
Yeah, it was around here.
Okay, so it was 4 inches by 3 inches. That's a big plate, okay?
His temple bone is gone.
Yeah, his temporal bone is gone, but what we're going to do today, it's right here, right?
And on the side.
Yeah.
Side.
Right here. Okay, right there.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to do cell-sonic, and we're also going to do non-surgical. And the reason why we're just doing this today is because he gets headaches. Now, what was the second surgery?
¿Qué más tu segunda cirugía?
Tengo 2 cirugías aquí por un mucocelio.
So he has another 2 surgeries here.
Another 2
Here,
surgeries
yes,
there.
You can see the mark on it.
Yeah.
Seno frontal.
Okay, I just want to say this, everyone. You know what? You know what people say about Dr. Wolf? We need to take him down a few notches. You know, he's too cocky. He also, he states more than is possible. And understand something. They don't know what they're talking about. The majority of natural health practitioners, okay, have been not trained properly. If you knew that it was all calcification, scar tissue formation, and you knew how to deal with that, that's where the miracles happen. And we can train anyone. My son Sage goes and does personal treatment and trainings all over the world. He teaches medical doctors, chiropractors, he teaches couples, he teaches families. Anybody can learn this. I'm telling you right now, a 12-year-old will rock and do better at body work than most adult practitioners out there. Can we turn that phone off, please? Who has that phone? Can we do that? Because it's going to keep ringing. Was that yours? Okay, turn it off. Thank you. Anyways, I'm going to tell you something right now. I am not cocky. I've been doing this for 40 years, Sage?
Yeah.
And understand something. Everybody that comes to us for personal treatment and training or just a treatment, we take them further than they've ever gone, further than they ever believed they could go. And there's nothing special about us. Did I just tell you I could certify a 12-year-old, and that 12-year-old would do better than 80% of the body workers out there? And you know what? Now people are really going to get pissed off at me because people spent money, they spent years, but understand it's never meant to be complicated. It's all logical. You come to Dr. Wolf's non-surgical training, you've got 3 days to actually say, I want my money back. You've got 3 days at my course to say you want your money back. Understand something. You've got the first treatment we ever do on you to say, this doesn't work for me, I want my money back. When's the last somebody wanted their money back? It was that lady back about, 5 years ago? And she came into the clinic and she said, and she came with her husband and didn't want to, but she came with him because he dragged her. And you know what she said to me before she went to Sage? You do promise the money back, right? And I go, absolutely. And then before Sage went into the room, what did I tell you, Sage? I said, do not be depressed and think you failed her because she's going to want her money back. 2 weeks later, was it 2 weeks?
Yeah.
2 weeks later, she called up and wanted her money back. So that's okay. But understand something. We know what we're doing. We're beyond any type of body work you've ever, or any type of mind work. My nutritionals are the best, and please challenge them. If you're a doctor, nutritionalist, go ahead, challenge them. And you know what? The only thing that I'm going to be taken down on, all right, is living my authentic potential. And I'm not stopping for anyone. Because I need to do something. I need to go further than anybody else to prove that anybody can do it. Let me tell you something. When I was in grade 11, I quit school because I couldn't stand it. But I never could stand school. By the time I got to grade 9, I had to have a toke by recess every day just to get through it. And the reality is I did go back to school, and then I went and got the schooling that I wanted. And I got schooled by the people that I wanted to get schooled by. You know, I became a colon therapist at a very young age after my grandfather died of colon cancer. And that was really great training. And then I went and I became a registered massage therapist. It wasn't 4 months after that I started creating Wolf Non-Surgical. I've been doing Wolf Non-Surgical for over 40 years. When I started Wolf Non-Surgical, the Registered Massage Therapy Board told me that if I continue this, they'd take me to court. Well, I gave up my registered massage therapy license, so now I couldn't get anybody to come and give me money through insurance. But why would I do that? Because for me, it was fraudulent. My Wolf Non-Surgical, I give a money back guarantee. I don't see massage therapists doing it, and I'm not putting them down because everything has its place. I'm trying to tell you that I'm not arrogant. I'm trying to tell you that you can go to a government approved school and you've been schooled, ruled, and fooled. I'm telling you that you could come and take our Wolf Non-Surgical course, and that would take you 12 days. And I guarantee you that any massage therapist that can't fix someone, give them to us. Any chiropractor, give them to us. Any acupuncturist, give them to us. I have a doctorate in acupuncture. It's always been a scar tissue calcification issue. And believe it or not, we can't get rid of the steel plate that's here, but we will be able to get rid of all the scar tissue beef jerky and bring this back to life. And so that, because what happens is, because of the steel plate, he's got calcification and scar tissue formation. That has created a block. I can prove to you that he won't have headaches after we work on him. Now, we might have to go in there 1 to 3 times, eh, Sage? But that's it. And he's not going to have any more headaches. Because we will have not done anything for him except replaced what he had before he had the accident. And what is that? Proper circulation. No more beef jerky in his skull. He'll have connective tissue. It won't be so tight and so full of calcium and scar tissue and dehydrated from the inflammation of the injury and the surgery. He'll have his circulation back. And he will not have headaches. I used to have migraine headaches, right, Sage, when you were tiny? When he was really young. And I'd get them every Thursday, and they wouldn't go away till Sunday. So a lot of it was psychological. And the reality is, though, that by the time I got my act together for myself, because I was treating everyone else, I had a big lump of scar tissue here, and then a beef jerky line that went all the way here and all the way down my neck because of doing non-surgical all my life. And I did non-surgical for 10 years, and nobody even worked on me because of all this motion. But the reality is, I don't have, Sage, do I have headaches anymore, migraines? No. Never. I know how to teach you how to be mentally, physically, nutritionally, okay, in the game. And understand, they want you in pain all the time. And let me tell you something. I know the game. Everybody believes that having pleasure is natural. But guess what? Everybody believes that having a suffering, painful life is natural too. And I call BS. I don't have a painful, suffering life, and I never will. And that's what I teach. Unconditional love for yourself. And unconditional care for yourself, because you can't give it to anyone else. I mean, I could say to you, what do you want for your children? And you would say to me, oh, I want everything for them. Well, they're never going to have it, because until you become everything to yourself, how can you teach it? You know, I had a conversation with someone, And there's no way this person would ever step into unconditional love and care for themselves, because their belief systems, actually, if they did that, they could be committed to hell for the rest of eternity just for doing that. So, your belief systems rule, school you, and fool you. I want to get to a point in my life where I don't have to charge anybody for anything, because I don't even want to be part of the monetary system anymore. And I'm still working on trying to figure that one out, because we're all enslaved, and that's why we compete against each other. That's why we go to war with each other. Oh yeah, seriously. There's no competition for me out there. I mind my own business. And then guess what? The business is to bring down the thunder on all levels for human beings. You may not like my intensity, but it's not intensity. You're taking it wrong. It's called passion. It's called having passion for everyone that lives on this planet, and knowing not everybody has good beliefs, but that doesn't make them your enemy, does it? Oh, wait a minute, it probably does, because you've been programmed for it. I will have no enemies. I will mind my own business. I do not want peace. I want alignment, and I want to stay neutral. Don't ever try to get me to take your side, because I won't. And I won't take their side either, because I take inner side. It's inside I go. I'm not going outside, and I'm not going to pick a side. It'll never happen. And that's the way it's going to be. They've got us fighting, and we'll be fighting, and we'll be killing each other till the end of time. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to show that we are abundant. Dr. Sage, myself, and the rest of Braveheart Nation. That's why I'm building this big video studio. It's not for the glory of Daryl. You can believe it or not, but I don't have an ego problem. I don't need followers. I need you to listen to yourself, and I need you to go deep and understand something. The day that you don't have to have this meat suit anymore will be the day that you've totally been enlightened. And I know that most of you don't even understand what I just said. But the first thing is to stop abusing this meat suit. Okay, see if you can get that far and get yourself off the hook with the things that you think, drink, and eat, which most of my staff can't even do. Why? Because they all need approval from their family, because they're desperate for love. You think about that. Okay, so what we're going to do, okay, you've been very patient, okay, and he's a great guy. I can leave him on any time, and he does his thing.
Works away.
This is a true spirit here. And understand something, we are gonna bring true spirit to where we live, and we're gonna share it with everyone. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna work here, and we're gonna work on his eye. Now you see this indent here? Did they take bone from here?
¿Te quitaron el hueso de ahí? No.
Nada más para la cirugía me lo quitaron y lo volvieron a poner.
Okay, just for the surgery, they take it out and then they just put it back
So they
in.
put his ocular bone back.
Yeah.
And does he have any other implantation other than the plate on his temporal bone, or is it just around like this?
So they took the ocular bone out, and then he put it
And
back
then they
in.
put it back in.
Yeah.
Wow, you really did a great job. You're lucky you have an eyeball.
He is lucky he didn't lose it.
Yeah, you're lucky you didn't lose your eye.
Sí.
Yeah, you were blessed.
De hecho,
You had
la
angels.
cirugía le
You
hicieron
had
porque
angels.
podía perder.
What else?
¿Qué más tienes?
Okay.
La nariz me la volvieron a acomodar porque con la caída se me movió.
When he fall, they did the same with the nose.
It shifted it
yeah,
over,
one
so they
side.
had to
and-
restructure his bridge.
Exactly.
So does he have trouble breathing?
¿Tienes dificultad de respirar? Nomás no hueles, ¿eh?
No vuelo.
The only thing he cannot do is to smell.
He can't smell.
No
He
smell.
cannot
Oh,
smell,
that
so-
can come back.
That can come back.
That can come back, and I promise you. But also, what we're going to do is, I'm leaving tomorrow to do a Canadian tour lecture. I'll be lecturing in Oliver, British Columbia, Kelowna, British Columbia, Calgary, and Toronto. And then I've got a professional personal treatment and training to do on the island. And then I'm going to be back here on the 6th, where we're actually going to be putting Braveheart Nation Studios all together. It will be one of the most professional studios, and I mean this, in North America. And it's not because, ooh, look at me. No, it's trying to tell all of the people that are Braveheart warriors out there that have things that they want to share with people, okay, to come here, and then we will help them get their message out to the world. So, let me just say this. words are cheap. Let's find out if Dr. Wolf is full of BS, the stinky type, or if he really is going to walk the talk. All right. Okay, so we're going to come back, and we're going to come back in about 40 minutes, okay? Because I'm going to do, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do non-surgical first here. We're going to do non-surgical here. Okay, I know he's got some trouble with his arms. We're not going to do that today. Because you can't be going too many different places and spreading out the healing. Because the body only has so much energy. Okay, so it's better to only do one spot, but I'm going to try to just loosen this up, but I'm going to try to take this apart. I'm going to do first cell sonic. I'm going to do cell sonic. I'm going to do, let me see here. I'm going to do about 350 pulses, okay, of the cell sonic. And that will help to fracture the calcium, the displaced calcium, not a skull. And it will help to actually put electrical frequencies into the tissue to actually like this. Remember when Frankenstein movie and he was laying there dead, and then they brought that thing down, the lightning bolt hit, and then all of a sudden he started to shake. It's alive! Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring the tissue back alive because it's beef jerky. It's dehydrated. Don't you understand inflammation? Do you know why they want to inflame you on an emotional, physical level? Because you're going to become beef jerky. Yeah, you're never going to see me stiff and or look old. You know, I'm not going to get older. Yeah, I can't beat that one. But the reality is this, you know, I say this only because I want you to know that you can have it. Trust me, I drank, I smoked, I did drugs, I did it all. Come on, seriously. Let's not tell a lie. But the reality is this, is that you can renew yourself. You can restore yourself. You know, I'll be 67 in 3 months, okay? All right? And I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started because I'm not going to tell you that I'm waking up. I'm going to tell you that I'm aligning myself with what I am. I'm not waking up. Oh, I'm starting to wake up. No, I'm not. I need alignment is what we want to say. Don't say I'm awake. That means that you're actually going somewhere where there's a dead person. That's what that means. Thank you. All right. So we'll be back in a few minutes. This is part 1, and we'll come back for part 2. And just remember something. Love you.